Have you ever wondered if your life might be a TV show, just like Truman Burbank's in The Truman Show? An intriguing thought, isn't it? The film The Truman Show presents us with a fascinating premise. A man named Truman Burbank, living his entire life on a television set, broadcasted globally without his knowledge or consent. His entire reality, from his hometown to his relationships, is entirely fabricated for the entertainment of millions. A chilling concept, yet it mirrors the society we live in today. In this digital age where every moment can be captured, shared and watched by anyone with an internet connection, are we not all living our own versions of The Truman Show? Are we not all Trumans, blissfully unaware of the extent to which our lives are on display? It's a thought-provoking question, to say the least. So what if we are all Trumans in this digital age? Reality television today is almost a carbon copy of what The Truman Show predicted years ago. This statement rings with a chilling truth. The Truman Show, a film that premiered in the late 90s, presented a dystopian world where a man's life was unknowingly broadcasted as a reality show. Fast forward to today, and we see life imitating art in the most uncanny way. Reality shows have become a mainstay in our entertainment diet. We watch ordinary people live their lives, not in a scripted sitcom or drama, but in real time, unfiltered. The concept of reality TV mirrors the plot of The Truman Show, with one key difference. Today, people willingly sign up to be a part of these shows, to have their lives broadcasted to millions around the globe. In The Truman Show, Truman Burbank's life was manipulated and controlled by a team of producers, his reality a carefully curated illusion. Today, reality show participants willingly walk into this world, trading their privacy for a shot at fame, knowing their every move will be scrutinized by a global audience. Their lives, once private, are now shared, consumed and dissected in living rooms, on social media and in watercooler conversations worldwide. This blurring of public and private life, this willing surrender to the prying eyes of the world, is a phenomenon that The Truman Show eerily predicted. The film served as a cautionary tale about the potential dangers and ethical dilemmas of exploiting personal lives for entertainment. And yet here we are, 2 decades later, deeply entrenched in a culture where reality TV is not just accepted but avidly consumed. This begs the question, what does the popularity of reality TV say about us as a society? Are we so desperate for entertainment that we're willing to voyeuristically consume others' lives? Or is it a reflection of our innate curiosity about the human condition, a desire to see real people face real challenges, unscripted and unfiltered? Truman was not aware of his reality show life, but today people volunteer to be a part of one. And while we ponder these questions, the cameras keep rolling, the shows keep airing, and our fascination with reality TV continues to grow. Scene script. Truman lived his life in front of cameras without any privacy. Isn't that alarming? Consider this. Truman's life, an unending spectacle for the world to consume, may not be as far-fetched as you might think. The advent of the digital age has seen an unprecedented erosion of privacy. It's as if we're all Trumans living our lives in front of an invisible audience. Let's look at surveillance technologies, for instance. We have cameras on every corner, facial recognition software in our phones, and satellites monitoring our every move. It's like the omnipresent gaze of The Truman Show's cameras, only this time it's not just for entertainment, it's for control, for security, for commerce. And then there's social media. In many ways, we voluntarily relinquish our privacy on these platforms. We broadcast our lives, our thoughts, our feelings to the world, just like Truman. We're constantly under the watchful eyes of friends, family, and sometimes complete strangers. Each like, share, and comment is a testament to our existence, a validation of our reality, much like the millions of viewers glued to their screens watching Truman's life unfold. Moreover, data collection is the silent specter in this narrative. Every click, every search, every transaction leaves a digital footprint. This data, our data, paints a vivid picture of who we are, what we like, what we fear. It's like the script of The Truman Show, a detailed blueprint of our lives, only this time it's not crafted by a team of writers but by algorithms and artificial intelligence. As we navigate this digital age, it's important to remember that privacy is not a given but a privilege, one that we must fight to preserve. We need to be aware of the invisible strings that guide our lives, much like Truman eventually was. In a world where data is the new oil, our lives may not be as private as we think. The creators of The Truman Show manipulated Truman's reality. What about ours? In The Truman Show, Truman Burbank was the star of a television show, but he wasn't aware of it. His every action, every interaction was broadcasted to millions, manipulated by the show's creator Christoph to create compelling television. This manipulation was done through the power of media and technology, shaping Truman's perceptions and realities to fit the narrative of the show. Now let's draw parallels with our world today. The media holds a similar power over us. It shapes our perceptions, influences our decisions, and even alters our realities. It dictates what we see, what we hear, and eventually what we believe. Just like Truman, we're often unaware of the manipulation. We digest news stories, social media posts, and advertisements fed to us, not realizing that they've been tailored to elicit certain reactions. The rise of fake news and misinformation is a testament to this. Stories are twisted, facts are distorted, and narratives are carefully crafted to manipulate public opinion. Consider the phenomenon of filter bubbles. Personalized algorithms on search engines and social media platforms show us what they think we want to see based on our previous searches, likes, and shares. It's a customized reality, not too dissimilar to Truman's Sea Haven Island. But instead of Christoph pulling the strings, it's algorithms and data analysis. In The Truman Show, when Truman started questioning his reality, it was disruptive to the show. The same holds true in our world. When we question the media, when we seek out diverse sources, when we refuse to be passive consumers, it's disruptive to the status quo. In essence, The Truman Show serves as a critique, not just of reality television, but also of our media consumption habits. It makes us question whether we're merely spectators or if we're unwitting participants in a grand spectacle. Just as Truman's reality was dictated by a TV show, are our perceptions being manipulated by what we see on our screens? Truman eventually sought to break free from his fabricated reality. Are we ready to do the same? This question leads us down an intriguing path. Truman Burbank, the unwitting star of The Truman Show, embarked on a journey towards authenticity, a journey that resonates deeply with our contemporary society. Truman's life, meticulously constructed and controlled by an omnipresent media corporation, was nothing but a facade. Yet, he began to perceive the cracks in the veneer, the inconsistencies that hinted at a hidden truth. He chose to question, to search, and to challenge the reality presented to him. He yearned for authenticity, for a life that was his own, free from the manipulative strings of the puppet master. This narrative mirrors a growing trend within our society. We're no longer content with accepting things at face value. We yearn for transparency, for authenticity. We're drawn to the raw, the real, the unfiltered. We question the narrative spun by the media, by corporations, by those in positions of power. We seek to break free from the illusions that have been woven around us, just as Truman did. Consider the rise of movements advocating for more transparency in various sectors, from politics to food production. We demand to know the story behind the products we consume, the policies we adopt, the lives we lead. We're no longer passive spectators, but active participants in our reality, questioning, probing, and seeking the truth. The pursuit of authenticity, however, is not a straightforward path. It requires courage to question and to challenge, to break free from familiar narratives. It requires resilience to face the uncomfortable truths that might emerge. But it's a journey worth undertaking. Truman's story is a reminder that authenticity isn't a commodity that can be bought or sold. It's a journey, a relentless pursuit of truth in a world that often prefers illusion. Like Truman, it's up to us to question our realities and seek the truth. The Truman Show was more than just a movie, it was a prophetic glimpse into our future. This film, released more than 2 decades ago, has proven to be a prescient commentary on our current world. It foretold a time when reality TV would become our new norm, blurring the lines between the real and the scripted. The Truman Show foreshadowed the erosion of privacy, a consequence of our hyper-connected, always-on society where every moment is ripe for public consumption. It also highlighted the power of media manipulation, demonstrating how narratives can be controlled and shaped to serve hidden agendas. And finally, it championed the pursuit of authenticity, a quest that has become increasingly challenging in an era of curated online personas and alternate realities. The Truman Show tried to warn us, but the question remains, are we listening?